Let's go to Dre Clark, live outside of the Manhattan courthouse, the district attorney's office, rather, in New York City. Dre?
Well, Adrienne, good morning. As you might imagine, security around this court complex in Lower Manhattan is very tight this morning. But I want to give you a sense of the lay of the land. District Attorney Alvin Bragg typically arrives at his office every morning at around 8 o'clock. When he does arrive this morning, he will walk through those gold set of doors that you see here behind me. You can also see police officers are already on standby early this morning. The DA's security detail has been beefed up substantially because of so much attention being given to this ongoing investigation. We're expecting him again to arrive within the next hour or so. Meanwhile, when DA Bragg came into office in 2022, he inherited a number of investigations involving former President Donald Trump. But in the investigation involving Stormy Daniels, at that time, Bragg did not believe there was enough information to move the case forward and pursue charges. His reluctance led to the resignations of two veteran assistant district attorneys who told him that they believed he was making a big mistake. But as it turns out, Bragg was playing the long game. He continued conducting interviews and examining evidence, and he did not stop until he was convinced he had enough information to convince a grand jury to hand down an indictment. Bragg now has the distinction of being the first district attorney in American history to criminally indict a former president. Despite Donald Trump making several statements attacking Bragg and the 4-year-long investigation, Bragg has remained relatively quiet. But yesterday, after the grand jury voted in favor of indicting Trump, Bragg did speak out briefly, only saying that they have passed that indictment and they are now in the process of making arrangements to have the former president turn himself in. Meanwhile, congressional Republicans, including Jim Jordan, who is chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, have demanded that Bragg testify on Capitol Hill and submit documents related to the investigation involving the former president. But Bragg responded to that demand by saying this: "This is an unprecedented inquiry into a pending local prosecution. The letter only came after Donald Trump created a false expectation that he would be arrested the next day, and his lawyers reportedly urged you to intervene." And while some people continue to say that Bragg's case against Trump is flimsy at best and will not end with a conviction, Mediaite founding editor Kobe Hall told NewsNation anchor Leland Vittert last night he's going to wait before reaching any conclusions.
I might take the other point of view and say, we don't know yet. And this, I think, could end up being very bad for Trump because we haven't, the indictment is, we haven't seen it yet. It's unsealed. And there's two other bits of information.
Now, for his part, Donald Trump has called District Attorney Alvin Bragg, quote, a disgrace. And he says instead of Bragg focusing on a wave of crime here in New York City involving murders and burglaries, he says Bragg instead is focusing on him. Meanwhile, Adrienne, this case is attracting not just media attention from across the country, but around the world. I just want to give you a quick sampling of some of the media now, all of us waiting on standby, waiting for DA Alvin Bragg to arrive here this morning. Again, it's a very secure scene with police officers posted on every corner. They're even checking trash cans. They have bomb-sniffing dogs doing everything they can to make sure this area remains secure.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.